So is our self-medication this is
that
appropriate,
holistic?
right?
It is not a great coping mechanism.
But it is a coping mechanism.
You know.
So what you're saying is that you want to be a weed dealer. As I know a few people.
That's not what I said.
It might get legalized in Texas. So
All right, 2H2Fers, you're back with your favorite two mother effers. Today we have Natasha, also known as Norteno 210, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
TikTok.
TikTok. Ooh, even better. That's even better. We're still trying to get on that, but you know we're afraid of China. So, with that said, guys, we're gonna learn about Natasha, her work with Norteno 210, and a little bit more about her. Let's get into it. Sit back, buckle up. Let's go. Too hard, too fast.
too fast.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Too Hard, Too Fast.
Too hard, too fast.
Too hard, too fast.
Too hard, too fast.
Hey, Too Hard, Too Fast.
Too Hard, Too Fast podcast.
Welcome to Too Hard, Too Fast. Is that 10 things your wife said or what?
Oh,
Oh!
hey, leave that in, bro. Leave that in.
The podcast of the century.
Right. And it looks like Natasha is gonna go too hard, too fast. She's already showing us up. Dang, look at that. Ooh, that's good.
Cheers
You're
to
making
the
us look bad, but it's all right. What are you drinking?
Huh?
What are you drinking? I love the presentation too. It looks awesome.
Yes, right? I'm like Vanna White. Look, mira.
Yeah.
Very professional.
It is actually a tequila that my husband and I got. It's called Esperanto. We got it from Cabo on our honeymoon. So
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
it's a good stuff. Check it out.
Hey, we're that special. Special enough for the honeymoon drink.
I know. Do you have
Is
an
there a
extra
hole
one that
in
I
the
can
middle,
buy?
or is there like a design in the middle?
So there's a hole and then there's like blue glass. See it? Can you see? Mira.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Is it like a flower or a flame?
It's a sure. Whatever.
At the end of the night, it doesn't matter.
No.
All right, so what is that tequila? Are you drinking it straight or mixed?
No, well, it's like kind of a little watered down. There's been ice in it, so.
Water down. Worm, can you ever do ice and tequila? Or you have to
I
mix
can
it?
do ice and tequila.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When you get real drunk, too hard
Yeah,
to
when I
pass?
get real drunk, but I think Natasha's she could probably outdrink me. Shoot.
Probably. What are you drinking?
Oh, is that a challenge? Wait.
Let's go.
As far as tequilas, I know it's your honeymoon drink, but what would you rate that tequila compared to other tequilas?
Okay, hold on. It's 1 out of 2 rating. Scale
Yeah,
rating.
oh, she's already going too hard too fast. I got it.
You've had one too many already.
This is the first one.
That's too many.
Yeah, 1 out of 2 using decimals.
Okay, so I'm going to turn on smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
There you go.
Yeah, see?
Scratch and
Smell
sniff.
it.
Oh,
Scratch and
shoot, it's a little
sniff.
strong. Strong.
Yeah. No, it's actually really smooth. Obviously, you can drink it with just a little bit of ice. And it's very like, I don't know. It doesn't have the bite like some like cheap tequilas do. It's not cheap. So it definitely has that like bougie tequila taste.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you about not exactly the price, but if the quality matches the price.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
Can
So
I buy it
let's say-
online?
Let's say I'm at Specs and I'm willing to buy us some tequila. What rating are you gonna give it? And compared to that, maybe I'll buy it, maybe I will not.
Okay. 2.
A 2.
A 2.
A
I
2.
don't
Out
think
of a
you can
2?
find it here. I think
Man.
it's only in Mexico.
Oh, really? Okay.
See, so
that's
it's
that
like
worth,
imported.
it's worth it for me to drive to Mexico, get a fake passport so I can come back. And,
Sure, just give me a bottle or take me with you.
yeah, right.
For
Climb
being
the
a guest, we'll get you a bottle if we ever go.
Aw,
Aw.
so sweet.
Can we buy it online?
Maybe. I honestly don't know. I've never tried. I just brought it with me from Mexico.
All right.
That's awesome. I did see that tag though, the taxes. I saw you paid the taxes.
I did. I'm a good citizen.
Cheers. Okay, so Worm, what are you drinking?
Why? Well, first, so I could drink. Natasha, you know how Rona, it could be transmitted in different ways. You're not sick right now, right? I want to take off my mask.
You can take it off.
Are
I
you
actually
sure? All
tested
right.
negative yesterday.
Did you? Oh, okay, cool.
Ooh,
That makes me
congrats.
feel safe. That's good.
Also,
All right.
Okay.
also, it's been a while since Worm has heard a girl say, "You can take it off."
Hey, don't make me sad, bro. Don't make me sad. So I'm bringing it weak compared to Natasha, but it's all right though. It's Hardo, Texas, right here, made in Dallas, by Four Corners Brewing. So I like it. 6.2% alcohol. So
That's cute.
yeah.
What's the rating on it? Because I see that in the stores a lot.
Yeah, I give it presentation, taste, alcohol content. I give it like a 1.69.
1.69. Not too bad. Natasha, I'm going to tell you what the ratings mean in a
It's
little
high like
bit.
me.
Okay.
So what I got is a Carbach from Houston. It's kind of like, since we're hitting that season, the Christmas season. Natasha, can you recognize that? Are you familiar with
Yeah,
the leg lamp?
it's fragile.
Fragile, that's right, the Christmas story. So I went to H-E-B and I saw it at Trader Joe's as well. It comes in a 6-pack that comes in the box that says Fragile on it.
No, it
Fragile
doesn't.
for the ones that don't. Yes, it's super cool, and that's the only reason I bought it, because I saw the design to it. It's called "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out."
Oh man. Okay, now I need it.
Okay, there you go. See, that's the thing. But oh, look at that. It says Fragile on the side.
Yes.
But here's my rating. So the rating's gonna go. Presentation was obviously awesome. That's the only reason I bought it. Never seen it before. Now taste. And fair enough, I've been tasting it for a bit already, since pre-gaming the show. Unfortunately, I
Uh-oh.
would only give it a 1.3. 1.3.
Man.
Now, on the rating scale that we just came up, so it's still fairly new. 1.0 to 1.3, it's drink it if you got it. There's nothing else. That's it.
So it's like Paps.
Yeah, kind of like that stuff, And the only reason I'm saying it's good, I'm saying with the flavor, it's all right. The flavor's not that great. Sorry, Carbach, I am a fan of the company. If you're listening, don't sue
We
me.
just lost a sponsor. Sorry.
Yeah. But the price point, like, I'm an IPA guy, so they have an IPA for a 6-pack, the same price as this one, and it's stronger. So the alcohol content doesn't match the price. So it's a little pricey for the alcohol content. And then the flavor is like, it's okay. So if it's there, I'm going to drink it. That's about it. 1.4, 1.6. If you see it at the store, grab it. So that was Worm's thing. If you're walking through the store and it's like, ooh, I remember from Too Hard, Too Fast, grab it. Now you went on the higher end, 1.7 to 1.9. You're going to drive to the store that has it. So if your local H-E-B on the west side does not have it, because they only carry Bud Light, Budweiser, you're going to drive to the one on, Almost H-E-B?
Dang.
No, but this isn't a 1.9.
Or
It's a
what's on the north side?
2.0. That means you'll
2.0.
fly to Cabo, buy it, fly back the next day.
No. The 2.0, the Too Hard, Too Fast rating, you fly there, you grab it, you buy it, and then you stay there because you're going to go too hard, too fast with it. And you're not going to return for a few days.
And then you bring some back.
And then you bring whatever's left over back.
Then bring me another bottle, please.
Yeah, exactly. So you bring Natasha back. Natasha, good to have you. Thank you for going Too Hard, Too Fast with us.
Of course.
So let's get started. Let's find out who you are, what you do.
Yeah. Well, first thing I want to ask is, what is it you usually drink?
Oh yeah.
Lately, don't judge me. It's been like Truly or vodka.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'm
you're on the
trying
right.
to lose like 3 pounds. So
So you're just liquor, no beer, no.
I do. Okay, don't judge me. If
Not
I'm gonna
judge-
drink
We
beer,
already did. So don't worry
whatever.
about
It's gonna be like Michelob Ultra.
it. Okay.
You know, I can't drink crafts. I don't know why. They give me a headache.
Okay, I
Fair
understand
enough.
that. But do
Fair
you like
enough.
the taste then of crafts or no? Because it gives you.
Yeah.
No, not really either.
It's like an instant headache. It's weird. I'm allergic to craft beer. I don't
Oh dang.
know.
All right.
With the Trulies and with the Trulies and the vodka, you're on the right podcast because we've reviewed Trulies and when I'm drinking here, this is vodka as well. So it's kind of like I have my
Nice.
beer review, but then I have my drink.
Actually, you know what's really good? It's called Ranch Water, and there's a place out of Houston, I think, or Texas. Obviously Texas or Dallas. It's either Houston or Dallas. I can't remember, but that stuff is legit. And we get the chamoy and like the homemade chamoy. Drive to the south side and go get it, and like put it.
So that's a
put it on the bread
2.0
and drink
right there. No,
it. Yeah.
That sounds good.
1.9.
But let me ask you this: Have you ever taken your Truly and put some vodka in? Yes, that's right. Perfect. I love doing that, and I don't know if that makes me going off the deep end, but that's okay. I love it. It tastes real good. Natasha, I was trying to Facebook stalk you. Are you? I know Norteno 210 is all about San Antonio, promoting San Antonio, and the businesses around San Antonio. And even though it says Norteno, I know you. Are you based out of the north side? Because I see you everywhere.
Yes, I am. So I try to cover mostly north side, and that's only because I'm part of a group that covers the west side, the south side, and then basically downtown and east side is kind of like fair game for all of us because we're looking for an east side person.
Oh, well, I work on the east side, so maybe.
Do you live on the east side?
No,
No, you're out.
I'm out. Nombre. But no,
So
it's okay. So are you like trying to infringe on the west? Because you know what I saw, the first video I saw of you was Jaime's place, the bar that just opened. And I was like, is she like, it's like gang wars up in here. She's trying to come to somebody else's territory.
No, so I was actually invited to try their charcuterie board and their wines because they have a wine and jazz night. And so we decided we're going to start doing collabs where West will come to North, North will go to South, and we just start to do stuff together more.
Then you can call it Northwest and
yeah,
Southeast.
I can go where I went.
Are you originally from San Antonio?
Yes, born and raised.
Born and raised. Okay, so I know anybody from San Antonio, the first thing they ask is, what high school did you go to?
Oh, man. I went to Lee High School.
Lee High School, is that good? I'm not from San Antonio. I'm from a
border.
Me neither.
They just changed it. So now it's the Legacy of Educational Excellence.
Oh, because of the whole thing.
Hey, so I live right now in West Texas, though, and there's a high school here, too, called Midland Lee, and they had to change it to, the same thing.
They did the same name?
Yeah, kind of. Leadership of Excellence and
oh my goodness.
something. I don't know.
It might be the same.
I don't care.
It's still called Lee.
Yes, it's still.
It's called Lee. They just took out the Robert E. That's it.
Yeah.
Did people get satisfied with that? Like they were cool with it?
No.
Like the people that wanted the name change, were they cool with it or no?
I don't know because I know that they for like a second wanted to name it like Greg Popovich High School.
That would be awesome.
Right? I was all for that.
Awesome.
So I think it was like a middle ground because, I guess they can't name a high school after Coach Pop.
They should have. That would have been cool.
Right?
Or, yeah, that would
Pop
be
High.
awesome.
Pop High. Imagine. Or Pot High.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding. Perfect. The reason I was asking is because I saw that you were it looked, I was thinking that you were from New York, but because I was looking at your, you were a crisis nurse, correct? Recently?
Yeah. COVID crisis response nurse.
How did you jump to that? And Worm, I'm sorry if I'm jumping forward on your question.
No, this is good stuff. This is good stuff.
I was just interested in that already. I mean, it's such a crazy thing. I've never heard of crisis nurses until we had a friend on that he was talking about the nurses that go to places where they need the nurse help because either they're running low or they're overcrowded, and obviously with the pandemic, or on the podcast we call it the pandy. We are, just so we don't get, just so we don't
I
get
don't.
too much push
He
down.
does, but
Just so we don't get too much push
Throw 'em
down
under the
from
bus.
social media people. No, anyways, but so what made you? Have you always been a crisis nurse?
No, so this was actually my first travel nurse job.
What made you? I know, like, because that's like a hero thing, like the call. Yeah, I know you don't want to be called that, but it takes a special person to say, I'm gonna go throw myself in the middle of a hotbed and help other people that need my help. So regardless of what you think, I think that is a very honorable thing.
Thank you.
yeah, definitely.
Thanks. So it was definitely like a calling. Like I saw what was happening. I had a friend reach out to me and say, hey, there's this agency and they need people now. And I'm not going to lie, immediately I was thinking, you know what, I can't leave my family behind. I mean, I have kids, I have a husband, a business, I have all of that. So I can't just up and leave. And then I think like the next day I woke up and I just looked at my husband. I was like, I got to go. And he's like, I know. And he's like, okay, well, whatever you need. So then I call, I ended up getting in. So it's kind of like a lottery system. It's not like you just sign up and go. You literally have to call, and people, like, they literally open up the lines and they're like, okay, go. And everybody calls at the same time for hundreds of thousands of times for hours sometimes. And I got in after 20 minutes. And I did pray about it. I am religious. I prayed about it before, and I said, God, if it's your will, let it be done. And I got in. And so it was Friday. They said, okay, can you be here Sunday or Monday? And Sunday was Easter. So I was like, let me spend Easter with my family in case I don't come back. And then I'll leave Monday. So they said, okay. So I left Monday at like 6 a.m. But I was calling on my family and friends saying, well, okay, I'm going to go. And they're like, why do you have to have such a big heart? Why do you have to, I knew you were going to do this. I was like, thanks. Gotta go, bye.
Did anybody try to convince you not to?
Kind of. I mean, my mom obviously was like super worried. And, none of us at that point like really knew what it was. Not that we know much more now, but it was just like really crazy at that time. So I just said, I can't sit here and do nothing. And I wasn't doing nothing. I was volunteering to deliver meals to elderly people on the South Side. And I was, helping out with folklores when they were making all those meals and stuff. So I was doing things. I just didn't feel like it was enough.
So were you already a nurse to begin with? Did you have to be a nurse, or did you like go through the process to be a nurse?
Oh, no, I've been a nurse for almost 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it looked to me when I was looking through your things that you were already doing Norteno 210, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, now you're a nurse in New York in the middle of Rona season.
Yeah. No, I've been a nurse way longer than Norteno because I've only been doing Norteno for a year now. I just had my 1 year anniversary, so.
Dang, you look.
I was gonna get into that later on.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's all right. You took my thunder. It's all right. Take a drink. Yeah,
I went too hard, too fast.
You did go too hard, too fast. There you go.
That is true.
That's your too hard, too fast story, right?
We had jumped in because right before our guests come on, we do a little like compare questions, how we're gonna run it, and all that jazz. First thing he said, dude, I got a good one. You know what today is for her? It's her 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
Is it today?
This is not necessarily. You know what? Well, we're gonna jump in then. We're gonna go too hard, too fast. Your first post was I Instagram stalked you. He Facebook stalked you. I Instagram stalked you.
Yay.
Your first post was November 6th, right? 2019. Now, the reason why we wanted to interview today is because it's almost exactly a year today that you had your first interview. And it was with the Noodle Tree, Texas.
Yes,
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
And you know, we're gonna get into that later on though, but not right now.
Okay.
But hey, you know what? I do want to quote something that I think it was your second post, November 8th.
Oh God.
I'm gonna quote you, all right? So this might, because you kind of brought it up, and all right, here we go. I am genuinely compassionate about people and animals, and I have limitless faith in God. I love that, right? But here, I'm classy, but I swear a lot.
It's true.
I like that. So we need you to cuss more. Sister, what you said.
No. The less you cuss, the less work for me.
Let George worry about that. We had a previous guest. He said that let George worry about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Hey,
George.
but wait, before we continue though, I do because I'm a man of faith too. What does it say on behind you? Because I saw it something.
Oh yeah.
Saying.
So it says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord."
Oh, nice. Deuteronomy.
No, it's Joshua 24.
Joshua. There we go. That's right.
Yeah.
Joshua. My bad.
Interesting.
Old Testament. It's close enough. That was close. It's like
Yeah. No, good. I mean, like, that was good guess.
All
right, but
thanks for derailing us. I think we were on a good path.
I know. I'll get us back on track. So, is the official term traveling RN? Is that the official?
Travel nurse, yeah.
Travel nurse, okay. Travel nurse, all right.
So there's travel nurses that go to, like if California has what's it called? Like where they don't want to work anymore, a strike. So anywhere where there's strikes, nurses will go there. No? Yeah. So when they strike, yeah. So they'll send nurses from other states that don't do that, or nurses that just want to get paid more to go. They're like, okay, you want to strike? Go ahead. We'll find somebody to take your place. Like, bye, sis.
Yeah.
So, so there's traveling nursing. Then there's like disaster relief, which is like hurricanes, tornadoes, pandemics, the pandy.
Pandy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so excited, but usually nobody else does it but me.
Now I'm gonna say it.
Good, perfect.
So the reason why I came to West Texas was no. Shut up, George. So the reason why I came to West Texas is I was offered a job for a hospital here originally, just administration though, nothing medical. Uh-huh. And the guy who used to be my director, I don't work in the hospital no more, but the guy who used to be my director, so he I'm still friends with him, so he was a guest. He used to work in New Mexico, so there they have a union, and that's where George and I learned that there's unions, and there was a hospital that he worked for that they were willing to replace all the nurses with just traveling nurses if they had to, because they were on strike, and I think it lasted a whole year or something like that. So so that blew our mind, because we're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, wow. So, and then you just kind of mentioned it too. It happens in California. So.
Yeah, California. I think Washington, wherever there's like unions.
Yeah. Wow. So, how long were you in New York?
I was there for 3 months.
3 months. Wow.
It feels like 75. I don't know. I was there a long time. I got there April and left very end of June. So April, almost 2.5
How
months.
much did you get to do any like sightseeing at least? And I know it's probably like, you're there for a job.
Everything was closed.
How rude! How dare you ask me if I went to go sightsee?
I know.
Well, I mean, okay, selfishly, because even if I'm doing something for somebody else, I also selfishly kind of want to do something for me at the same time. Like if I can do both, why not, right?
Yeah. So initially we were working 7 days a week, 15-hour days. So no. But once it got towards the end and it got a little bit better, I was able to go to Central Park and eat some pizza and stuff like that.
Nice.
Well, and I read somewhere, I don't remember if I read it or I heard it somewhere, but so it has always stuck with me. It's like you're allowed to be selfish, or you're allowed to be selfless and selfish at the same time. It can still coexist as long as you're, keeping your goal in mind to help others.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a matter of self-care too and self-preservation. I mean, going through all that and being exhausted and going through going through it with other people too. We're all exhausted. So you need some kind of outlet. And it was also a dry mission, so we weren't allowed to drink. So I'm like, let's do something. So,
Oh man.
you know, we ate a lot.
And New York has good food. I know probably a lot of things were closed, but.
Look, I will never look at pizza or bagels the same way ever again.
Yeah,
like
same. Was that your first trip to New York?
As an adult, yeah.
As an adult.
I've only been there one time before, and I don't really remember it. It was like a quick thing. So.
Oh.
I was 12, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, you get to see like the Statue of Liberty, and that's probably like the biggest thing you remember. But
but then it was like super packed because we went to Times Square, and when I went to help, you know, for COVID relief, it was empty, like completely empty.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
The lights were still on?
Yep, all the lights.
Okay. I can't even imagine like Times Square being empty.
I know.
Yeah, it was nuts. Yeah.
That's sad. Probably it's more sad than I don't know anything else. I don't know. To me it would seem too sad to not see all the craziness of Times Square.
Yeah, I think for people that I talked to that have been to New York a lot were really upset about it. For me, it was almost kind of beautiful because New Yorkers all band together and like listened and stayed inside, you know, to keep each other safe, and you know, to keep themselves safe. But too, every day at 7:00 they would come out and they would bang on their pots and pans, and they had banners saying thank you to all the healthcare workers, and they were just so supportive and thankful. So it was beautiful.
I did enjoy seeing those videos, like when people posted it, like in New York, Spain, Italy. Like it was cool to see those videos of everybody coming out and cheering people on, or just having a party from their balconies. That was cool. Like we still had a way to socialize without socializing, or you know.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was sitting by the Hudson and I heard it. And I ran, and they're just all out there, and they're just banging it. Thank you, thank you. And I was like crying and like waving and like taking videos. Like they could see me. I was like, hi.
You're welcome.
Love you too.
You love me. I know. I get it. Oh man, that's awesome.
And you went kind of during the worst time, right? Because I know I was working from home and I would keep up with the daily news, and I think at the time New York had the highest spike out of everyone. So you kind of went during the worst time, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It was on that time. So I mean, I respect that a lot because I feel bad for everyone who did have to be in the middle of it. And
what does that say about you, Worm? I mean,
it does. I know.
I was at home.
You're right.
Well, you were where you were supposed to be, so.
Yeah, I guess I did my part. I stayed home and got drunk while working remotely. So
you know what? Somebody had to do it, and it was you.
Someone had to do it. Yeah.
What was the feeling, or how was it having to interact with your family? Not having to interact, being able to interact with your family through Zoom or through a phone, and then knowing you were in the middle of all this craziness. I don't know if craziness is the right word, but
I like chaos, and I get it. It got easier, but in the beginning, like the first week, I think I cried like almost every day, and I was just really scared, and I was like praying a lot, and was like, you know, I know I'm here for a reason. Just help me, like, please don't let me die. And please let me do the best that I can do. You know, I'm here to help patients, and I want to do that. So, but it got better. And, you know, I talked to them at least 5 minutes to 10 minutes every day, unless I was off towards the end, and then I would talk to them throughout the day. But yeah.
Okay. That's still tough. 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day when you're like probably used to seeing them to the point where you're like, oh, please go away.
Yeah. Well, because we were staying in Times Square, we were in Manhattan, and then we would travel to Brooklyn every morning. And so we'd have to be up. I was up at 4:00 every morning. So I had to be in bed by 10, like asleep by 10. And we didn't get back to the hotel till like 8. 8:30 sometimes. If there was like a code and somebody was helping, then we just have to wait for everybody before the bus will leave. And so yeah, I had enough time to like shower, eat really quick, and like go to sleep.
Did you guys get to eat much while you were at work, or it was just go go go?
Oh, mostly go, yeah. But World Kitchen, I'll never forget, they said we will feed nurses until the day the last nurse leaves. And that meant a lot to me. They fed us breakfast and dinner every single day. So, I mean, we're so thankful for that. And it was a warm meal, and it was fresh, and it was healthy because we needed the protein, and we needed all of that to keep us sustained. We couldn't eat, pizza and hot dogs.
Why not? No, just joking.
Look, I probably would have, but.
I was just, when you said that there was this, what did you call it? World, or the people that fed you? World Kitchen?
World Kitchen,
When you said that, it reminded me after Katrina in 2005, Worm and I went to the same university, and we joined the same fraternity. And I don't know if you went with me. You didn't go to Katrina relief, did you?
No, I didn't. 2005, you said?
Well, I think we went 07, and there was still a lot of mess. Like, it was one of the biggest at the time. Like, there was so much destruction.
All right.
So,
I don't want to make George feel old, but I graduated high school in 07, so I wasn't there yet.
Oh, I'm older than you? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm older than him. More immature, though. No, so we went, and there was this, it was a church that housed us, and they fed us all the time. Like, it was breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's awesome.
Oh, and if you didn't like what they were serving, because some of them, it was like the local cuisine, and some people didn't like fish or whatever, or couldn't eat shellfish or whatever. They also had they had alternatives, and I think they were just like, hey, we're here to help you, and you guys are like going above and beyond to like make sure we're fed, make sure we have a shower, somewhere to sleep on, a roof over our heads, even though like what we were really doing was tearing up houses and tearing up buildings or repainting things. And I wish I could remember now like the name of that church, but I don't. It was so long ago, but it was like
Way to
super
go.
cool.
Yeah, I know. George is a jerk, dude. I'm telling you. That's why I call him an ass all the time.
I know, but I remember.
He's getting better. He's getting better. But...
Aw, good for you. I'm proud of you.
We all learn. We learn through our mistakes.
All right, hey, I'm gonna gear it a little bit. Still about you, Natasha. But I'm gonna gear it going back to your November 8th quote. So because you wrote quite a bit, and I like it. So you said, "I am a full-time mom, wife, business owner, and grad student." So I want to know, do you still was the business owner regarding Norteno 210, and I guess was your grad school, was it, I guess, relevant to nursing?
Okay, so different? My business is Mira Metals, and we design and produce Fiesta metals here in town. And we do challenge coins, running medals for people throughout the country, shirts, swag, stuff like that. My husband is the designer, and I am the face and marketing. And grad school, I was working on my master's, and I'm currently working on my doctorate in nursing.
Nice. Nice. What are you pursuing your doctorate in?
So I'll be a psychiatric and mental health nurse practitioner.
Oh, shoot. Nice. So are you analyzing us right now, or?
I already did that. I creeped on y'all too.
Probably.
I got diagnosed with being a vato loco. So.
Oh, I could tell that as soon as I got on the phone.
Yeah. Thank you.
the backwards hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Shoot. Wow. So when do you finish your doctorate degree? Or expect to, because I know it depends on your dissertation and all that stuff too. So.
So it'll 2023.
2023. Nice. Hey, we're gonna go deeper too. What do you want to do your dissertation? Do you have to do a dissertation or?
So it's a DMP project. So similar. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, I don't know what that is. Hey,
Oh.
this inside thing
It's a
doesn't-
professional credential, right?
So it's similar
Equivalent to
the-
PhD, but more a practitioner, correct?
Yeah. So PhD is more research.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm getting the highest degree you can get in nursing, which is a doctorate. So I could still be called doctor, but I do have to say, I am a nurse practitioner. I just have my doctorate. So because I'm not a medical doctor. So yeah.
Or research doctor.
Yeah. No. I'm
Or
good.
academic doctor. I'm sorry, academic doctor.
Yeah, I'm good on the research.
Nice. What do you want to do after you finish? Do you want to continue being, I guess, a traveling nurse or move on
Crisis,
to-
not a traveler.
So
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, my bad. I'm sorry.
So I actually want to have my own practice eventually, and I would like to focus on holistic care and alternative medicine.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is our self-medication this is
that
appropriate,
holistic?
right?
It is not a great coping mechanism.
But it is a coping mechanism.
So what you're saying is that you want to be a weed dealer. As I know a few people.
That's not what I said.
It might get legalized in Texas, so
I believe, honestly, by the time I graduate, it will be legal in Texas. I'm just going to put it out there. It will be.
I hope so.
Quote me on that.
What was your prediction?
By the time I graduate with my doctorate,
Look,
weed
2030.
will be legalized in Texas.
I hope so.
Also,
Would you be
by
okay
the
with
way,
that?
I have to say that I learned that weed is not the right word on a podcast. You're supposed to say
That's gonna be bleeped out. Mota.
cannabis sounds more what it meant to say?
Cannabis.
Professional.
Cannabis.
It makes sense. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Self-medication right here.
Self-medication. So what
I-
makes you want to be more holistic or practicing more holistic medicine?
So medications have a lot of chemicals in it. They're made in labs. A lot of things that have side effects. Like I just don't understand it. Even when I was growing up, I would see, oh, here, take this medicine for high blood pressure, but side effects are suicide because you're gonna get depressed. Like, I don't want to trade one for another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I just would like to go an alternative route and see somebody become healthy using non-pharmaceutical items.
That's awesome.
Well, when I was growing up, I guess my mom was a nurse as well.
Oh, cool.
And so
Hey, Mom.
Hi Mom, I'm on TV.
Oh, she hates this. She hates this show. She doesn't watch it.
She'll watch this one. It's fine.
She's disappointed in George for this.
She would probably say, I like what you're doing, but do you have to drink?
Oh, wait, hold on. Hi, Mom.
There you go.
We're self-medicating.
Self-medicating.
No.
We have a doctor that approves.
Hey.
A future
I
doctor.
cannot prescribe.
Future doctor. All right, almost there.
But she would, being a nurse and all that, she was able to know things about medicine and which medicines we should have or should get. But she always told us hey, if you can get better without using the medicine, try it, because then your body, it does its thing. It fights it. You grow stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And I always grew with that mentality. Yeah, I'm still down. When I have my allergies and I can't handle it, I'll take some allergy medicine. But even as little as allergy, and I know it's not that big of a deal, and then there's more big deals where back pain and all kinds of things that people have to deal with and take medicine for. But
yeah,
I'm saying just as a little bit as an allergy thing, I will try to just deal with the allergy versus having to pop a medicine immediately.
Right. So heads up, it's really good for that. If you go to a farmer's market and buy local honey and eat a teaspoon every day, it'll help with your allergies.
Oh, my wife says the same thing.
Well, your wife's a liar, but Natasha, she knows what she's talking about.
I know.
Right.
And I say this only because I was oh, you and your voodoo stuff. Just stop it. I'm gonna take Allegra D if they sell it to me.
Oh my God.
But I do love I do love honey, and we do that a lot. She also keeps a jar of
A Vicks,
something
Vicks.
something purple. No, Vicks. Yeah, everybody keeps Vicks. Something purple. It's like a juice almost, or I
That's
can't think
called
of it.
fabuloso. Don't drink it.
Why not? Our president. No, I'm not gonna get that.
Oh.
Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Wait. No, I got something relevant. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Have you seen the movie The Dallas Buyers Club
Yes.
with Matthew McConaughey and stuff? I think it's based on a true
McConaughey.
story. I think it relates to that, where it's more holistic. Instead of using medication and stuff, it's more eating that. No.
I don't think
All right,
so.
never mind. You know what? Edit this out. Cut that out.
No, isn't there like? They're still selling medicine, some kind of medicine, but the people in charge of all that did not want to let it in because they didn't want to let a competitor in. I think that's what it is.
Oh,
And
okay,
so
my bad.
they were getting the medicine from Mexico or something, and they were pretty much just being drug dealers, but with medicinal.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. Hey, edit this out.
Hey, but
You see, Natasha, I do it too. Edit this out. I don't feel comfortable with this.
You're supposed to say pineapple.
Oh, pineapple. Pineapple.
We decided to save for it. This is why you can never come to one of those parties.
I forgot the safe word. I always forget the safe word.
Oh man.
Elderberry syrup. That's what it is. Elderberry.
Oh, elderberry.
Yeah.
Elderberry is great. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just about to text my wife, and then I remembered.
Yeah. But make sure you're also doing your zinc and your vitamin C and your vitamin D.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing all that.
Yeah. Just wake up.
Because it messes it up, or what?
No, it's good. It's
just
it
extra help.
Yeah, to help boost your immune system. Yeah.
All right.
But here's the good thing about what he said. This is too hard, too fast, and we don't check facts.
Check facts.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole thing with the name. Like, we can get away with a lot of stuff.
All right, hey Natasha. So I'm gonna go back to your November 8th post. I told you there's a lot of good meat in there. So check this. I like this. This is my favorite. This is my favorite part of this whole thing. I'm a chingona, right? And I'm all about empowering women.
All right, tonight's 2 hours. This is it for part 1. We're gonna pause the conversation here. We're gonna continue on Thursday. But with that said, Worm, what are you gonna say?
Ghetto Illuminati doesn't exist. Wink, wink.
And with that said, Natasha, what do you gotta say?
Follow these guys to hear what I have to say about the not ghetto Illuminati.
Wink, wink.
Wink. I may be followed by a few, they're coming after me. But with that said, another podcast down the drain. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Come back to learn more about Norteno 210. A little
Tejano
to see
Illuminati.
Natasha go too hard, too fast, and to hear Natasha's too hard, too fast story.
She gets wasted in part 2.
I think Mom has a little secret to her sleep.
Oh, Mom, that's true.
But with that said, remember, dare to be you, dare to be weird. Bye.